first of all, like before we start talking about dates, like how long should we, when is enough, do the intentions match? Because what be happening is people start saying on social media, and then it sound good and it feel good, then it get picked up, so everybody else start using it, and dating with intent is one of those things, right? Oh, I'm dating with intention. If I'm dating with the intent to, guess what, sweetheart? I'm still dating with intention.
Bishop!
And when the only thing that you say is, oh yeah, I'm dating with intention, I don't want to waste my time, I'm sitting across from you like, I'm dating intentionally too, sweetheart.
Oh, that's a mess.
Tell me more.
Oh my God.
About them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, before you start to even worry about when and what, because when you have a thorough conversation about what the intent is, y'all probably gonna eventually talk about timing. You know what I'm saying? Are you even in a season where you looking for something serious? Like, how serious is your intent? Are you acting on your intentions right now? Like, where are you in the process of bringing your intent to reality? You feel me? You have to ask questions around the intent. Don't just be out here telling dudes you dating intentionally like that. You know how easy it is to wiggle through that because you're not saying nothing. You saying a whole lot of nothing. I'm dating with intention, some shit that just sounds serious. Because how many women in here was dating intentionally and met them over because the rubric wasn't tight enough?
So today we have who you're following matters. And that's because we have an epidemic currently going on with guys following way too many women that they don't know. Why are you following 500 different women that literally don't know that you even exist? They don't even know that you breathe air. Sounds pretty stupid when I say it out loud, right? So you're just giving away your attention for free. You're just putting it out there. Anybody can have it. Woman doesn't even have to know your name. You're sitting here liking pictures, jerking off to Instagram stories. Sounds pretty to me. I don't know about you. And as if my opinion's not enough, we can even incorporate the higher form of intelligence's opinion. Let's have a look. Should you be following random IG models that don't even know who you are? Look at that. No, it's a digital resume of desperation, and it tells every girl who visits your profile that you're easily distracted by some pixels. That's you guys, following all these IG hoes out here. Not a good look. And for my final point, the IG models get enough attention. Save yours. I don't know what you guys are looking for by following all these girls, but all you're doing is you're repelling all the women that you may actually have a chance with. So stop doing this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today, and I will see you at the same time again tomorrow.
British girls are not submissive enough for Nigerian men.
Lucky. What makes you think that?
British girls, we can be submissive, but there's a reason why I said submissive enough. An example would for me be like a Nigerian man sort of man to be like, I want to jump now. I know the normal response for a Nigerian woman would be how high. But me as a British woman, you're telling me jump. You jump first. So I jump
lead by example.
Jump first, because why do I need to jump? What about if I don't want to jump? What if my knee hurts? But if I don't jump in that moment, forget the fact that my knee is hurting me, you're not submissive. After I take care of you, after I look after you. How about this? Jump with me. But the moment you start doing all of that now, you're talking
you're
back.
trying to say we're equal.
I'm you the same. And I just sat down and I realized I don't think British girls are submissive enough for Nigerian men. A Nigerian man will still always go back to a Nigerian woman because fundamentally, Nigerian women only understand Nigerian men. Like they understand each other perfectly. A Nigerian man, the sort of submission they're looking for is to close your mouth and sit there. When I tell you, you stand up. I would decide if you're going to the club today. Before, I liked to think I was a Nigerian girl till I got to Nigeria and met other Nigerian girls and realized what it really took to be submissive in the eyes of a Nigerian man. And I realized, you know what? Actually, it's not a bit of me. If I'm being honest, girls in Lagos, I don't want to generalize. Please don't be angry. I realized you lot are going through it. It looks really glamorous outside looking in. She even cooks, cleans, services him. Even if they argue, she's still there. She will even come back and still apologize and bring a fresh plate of offering. A British man would never. I'm now in my season where I want Europeans. You know, dealing with Mr. Barry's.
The biggest losers are men who just chase women all the time. They can't think about anything else other than work. No. Can't wait to get off work. They're at work texting some girl. They're on Tinder. They're on Bumble. They're on Hinge. They're on all the apps. And all they can think from 9 to 12 a.m. is women. They just let their financials, their personal life deteriorate because they're out here chasing women. And a lot of kids do that. I'm talking teens, I'm talking people in their 20s. People will waste all of their 20s chasing tail. And then they will come out of their 20s, enter their 30s as a nobody. That was me.
It was me too.
I wish I can go back and not chase any of those women, because looking back on it, none of those relationships did anything positive for me. All those girls are out of my life. If I had to tell that to the young generation, just, stop chasing girls. At the end of the day, the right one will come to you.
I literally lived that life where I was just chasing women left and right. I haven't gone on a date in a year and a half. Why? I'm not on Hinge. I'm not on Tinder. I'm not on any of those dating apps.
That's good.
But it goes back to what we've talked about before. I want to become a provider. How do I get there? Do I get there by going out every weekend, chasing women, spending my money on women that I know will never be my wife? I provide for myself first, find love for myself in the sense of going to the gym, getting stronger, going after my ventures, getting more money in my ventures, building up my business. So when the time comes and I do meet my wife, I do meet the woman I want to be with, I'm prepared for that.
And you got to understand, man, with the way that you out here talking, with the way that you out here acting, with the way that you out here thinking that you're just going to talk crazy to a man, treat a man like he's dirt, a man is not going to pursue that. There's no reason for him to. There's no reason for him to get up out of bed every morning, having a great day, might have had a great night with his friends, just to come up to you. You got an attitude. And the only way that attitude is going to leave is if you have more cowbell.
Do you think in terms of your looks, are you perfect?
Yeah, God made me perfect. People get surgery to have my features. People get surgery to have lips like mine. People get surgery to have lips like mine. People get surgery to have cheekbones that I have. They get implants in their faces. Like, I was blessed with beauty.
Are there any men above your league looks-wise?
No.
There's no men that
No,
you
I could get
would
any
look,
man. Any
could get
level of attractive man.
any man? Like male models?
I've dated male models.
Are there adjectives you would outright use to describe yourself?
I glow. I'm radiant. And people see me as that.
When you walk down the street, do they turn as you walk by?
Yeah.
All of them?
A lot of them. It makes my friends uncomfortable how many people stare at me.
Tell me a woman who's like a celebrity who we can Google, who you think is a 10.
Kylie Jenner. Perfect.
Is she your looks match, though?
Oh, well, I mean, she gets surgery to have my features.
Who's a guy who's a 10 for you?
Michael B. Jordan is perfect. Yeah.
Is that your looks league?
Yeah, I think if we met and we had a good chemistry, I think I could get it for sure.
Tell me another guy who's a 10. Brad Pitt. Young Brad Pitt.
Young Brad Pitt. I think he was like a 10. Yeah.
What about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, that was my biggest crush when I was like 12.
You could land all these guys.
If we had like a chemistry, yeah. I think we would walk up to each other and find each other attractive for sure.
Y'all, how angry do you think my husband's gonna be when he finds out that I need him to change the way he did this? So I just noticed that, you see the way these are spaced apart right here? Well, these are closer. I don't know why he bought this one that has the closer, I don't know, railing pieces, but I wanted it all to look like this. I don't know. He's done 5 so far. There's the rest of them down there. He can take those back, I guess, but I don't know how hard it is gonna be. Just take the screws out of there and replace it.
I think the part that husband is going to have the biggest problem with is actually hearing from her that he did it the wrong way. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't know anything about construction, but looking at where those bars are placed, it kind of looks like they would be placed closer together at the bottom in order to protect animals and probably small children from falling through. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm way off base, but the fact is that she hasn't gone and talked to her husband about that. It's only about the look of it, and it's not about the actual use of it. Based on that, she has decided that it has been done wrong and is going to need to be fixed. I don't think he's going to like it.
So I've been receiving some interesting feedback. A person could actually call them complaints, that some individuals out there don't like my content because I don't call out men's bad behavior often enough. even though I do call out men's bad behavior from time to time, apparently it is not enough for some. They still say that I'm seeking male validation, and they call me a pick-me because I mainly focus on the not-so-good behaviors and not-so-good opinions of some women out there. They even say that I despise women because I pick on women. But do I? Or do I criticize their opinions? It's quite obvious that a lot of individuals don't understand the difference between criticizing a person's opinion and criticizing that person or an entire group of people directly. But I digress. But for those that say I don't criticize men's behavior enough, let me remind you very gently that there are multitudes of women out there and some men that do that very thing. But there are very few individuals that actually call out the poor actions of some of the women that like to post things on social media. So I will continue doing what I do. And if you don't like my content or don't think I call out men enough, well, then that's just unfortunate, because I'm not going to change the way that I do things simply to make some individuals happy.
And you know, men are looking, because a lot of modern women, they're excited, they are enthusiastic, and they're trying to create vibes. And what men are noticing and what's making them, and this is what, well, you know, the vibes were off. He doesn't really feel like he's romantic, felt like more like he was a friend. In some instances, that's a man being cautious and saying, is she really like this, or is she just putting on? That would be a woman's form of love bombing. You'd be love bombing a man. Oh, I'm so into you, I'm so interested. When really you're not interested, you just, you know, trying to put your emotions out there and act like you're so excited to get him to pay for that expensive dinner.
I don't make compromises in my marriage. I don't compromise anything. Anything I want to do, I absolutely am able to go and do it. Patriarchy teaches women that marriage is full of sacrifice, relationships are full of sacrifice and compromise, when that's often catered towards the man. It's catered towards his career, his goals, his dreams, how many children he wants. Women literally can't even control their own bodies, right? Because what if their husband wants something in the future from them? As a woman, you should never make compromises in order to be with a man. You should do what you want to do, pursue the life that you want to pursue, and if it doesn't work for him, don't make sacrifices for him. Don't change your life so that you can keep a man. And I'm talking from the big things to the little things, from where you live to what you do on the weekends. Because if he doesn't enjoy it, if it's a compromise to him to have to do what you want to do, then I don't think he enjoys your company all that much. This isn't me saying you never do things he likes and you only ever do things you like and he hates. It's me saying that it should never feel like a compromise. What my husband and I do with our free time together or on the weekend together as a family or just with each other on date nights, it never, ever, ever feels like a compromise, because it's not. Because we align and because he wants to do what I want to do. Because he likes to be around me. Does that make sense?
Not because he doesn't want to do the stuff that you like, it means that he doesn't like you. Compromising is a good thing.
What's your ideal first date with a guy?
Oh, yeah. A trip to Italy. A trip somewhere.
That's your ideal first date? Has a man ever took you on it before?
Almost, but I had work.
So you met a random guy who was willing to fly you out somewhere?
Yeah, ask her.
Why didn't you just take off work to do it?
Because he honestly wasn't worth it. He was too full of himself.
Okay.
You can offer me that, but if you're too full of yourself, then no.
Break it down for me, though.
We just met, and then he told me he wanted to give me everything, and that was it.
Could you ever see yourself flying a guy out for a first date?
Could you ever see what? Could I ever see myself flying out a guy? Fuck no! Fuck no! Us flying out a guy? No.
So why is it fair to expect a guy to do that for you off rip?
You're a feminist, huh?
I'm a feminist?
No, I'm asking I don't want to be like the annoying person. I can answer.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that at the end of the day, a girl's gonna have their money, their income, and everything, but a man cannot ask for something and then not provide the extra work. Like, I have my own business, right? A man should provide more than I provide. If not, then they can't work.
Well, who came up with that idea?
I did.
You did?
That's my mindset. They don't like it, they can go ahead and scoot over.
As a short man myself, I 1000% understand why other short men be so angry out the world. Because why is the dating pool so hard when you're tiny? I'm going to put it in this perspective for the women real quick. Imagine you are kicking it with this guy, right? And things are going great. And he just thinks that you're absolutely beautiful, stunning. Y'all kicking it, y'all all kinds of shit. Then you trying to figure out why he not committing. Then that man looks you dead in your face and be like, honestly, your just isn't fat enough for you to be my girlfriend. What the What are you talking about? I've legit had women look me in my face or tell me like, no, you're so handsome. You're great. I really like you. It's just, I always envision my man to be a little bit, you're 5'2". Like I saw this one video where they were asking the ladies, they're like, would you prefer a short, handsome guy or an ugly, tall guy? And a good chunk of these women said, give me the ugly, tall guy. What the? Imagine a panel of men sat there and were like, I don't want that pretty lady. Give me that ugly with the fat butt. Y'all wouldn't let us rest. Oh my God, we're more than our bodies. Girl. Now, at the end of the day, I don't really struggle with women, so I don't really have too much of an issue to be angry. But I have had and seen enough experiences to understand why my fellow tiny would be very pissed off at what's going on in a dating world. And I get it. Be angry, little niggas. Be angry.
What the is wrong with the men here? Why do they have no desire? Why do they not know how to appreciate a good-looking woman?
Serious question for my mans out there. Why are you guys not approaching women? What is that about? What is that about? I have seen so many hot guys lately, and we make eyes, we exchange the look, we have the look, and then there's nothing else. I'm like, are you gonna come approach me?
Guys not making a move anymore is so frustrating because
so every morning on my run, I pass the same guy. He's out walking his dog. Sometimes he's with his young son. Sometimes he's not. But every morning, I say, good morning. Hey, man, what's going on? And every morning, he ignores me. This morning, I mean, flat out ignores me. This morning, I guess I passed by his house. He's coming out of his front walk. I'm passing by. We're closer than we've ever been, like 5-6 feet apart. And I say, hey, man, good morning. Doesn't look at me, totally ignores me.
Obviously, as a woman would like the men to approach me, but nowadays it hasn't been happening. Feels like the roles have been switched. Men are expecting women to approach them and be the first one to make the move.
Last year, I saw so
Bro, what?
black women try to solve a problem in dating.
Is that really happening though? Is that really happening?
By starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men.
You know, you have a lot of modern women continuing to ask, where are all the men at? How come these men are not at singles events? Well, if you were to go to an event just to get humiliated, would you go? If you were going to the event just to honestly and truly become content, would you go? The answer is probably going to be not. I'm not coming. I'm not going to pay to be humiliated. The drinks are not going to be that good. The food's not going to be that good. We're not going to be doing anything that I want to do. So I'm not going. And that's how a lot of men think. Even if the drinks are good, even if the food is good. Okay, this looks like a place I would go, but I'm not going on that night. I'll go the next night or the night before or some other time.
Now I'm going to try to be nice because the algorithm already being mean. The literal search bar for this video is nice guy forehead wound. I don't know how you even... that's mean. So blame TikTok. However, bro, you talking about why do women always go for the douchebags and not the nice guy, or why do women reject the nice guy and go for the douchebag? Like, bro, this is a cap. That's all it is, a whole bunch of capping, right? When it comes to men who are not douchebags, they still get any woman that they want. They're just not lame, right? You would be the definition of a lame because you have an open wound in your head. You look like you haven't took a shower. You looks like something wrong with you. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest because I guess people not being honest enough. Like, you're out of shape. You look undesirable. If you work on yourself, get in the gym, take a shower, First of all, go to the doctor to get that checked out. Because you on TikTok when you should be at the doctor's office figuring out what the hell is going on. Like, y'all gotta just, before y'all get on the internet and say something like this, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I attractive? That's it, that's all.
How much does a man have to make for you to consider him dating him?
I got real, personal responsibilities, that come first. So if you want to spend time with me and you want to do all these things with me, take care of that. Don't you want me to wash my, don't you want me to keep my lights on and don't charge my phone and stuff? You got to at least make, I would say like 10 mil is cool. That's
10 mil. 10 mil
or what?
How does income?
Pesos?
Yeah, you gotta
Pesos.
be up.
Oh, he gotta have 10 million?
Yeah.
I would say to me, he could do at least a little 2 mil a year.
Okay, I can, expect that.
But he gonna take care of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, my first question is, how many millions do they make? Because they got to be making a couple of million, right? In order to be asking for a couple of million? Because that's the only way that this gonna make sense. I made a video saying that you needed to plan a date in order to see me. Meanwhile, she said you need to make 10 million in order to see her. You want to talk about a sense of entitlement? This is that. When people say they want a man who gonna protect and provide, define it. Because I need to know. I hear so many women acting like men are supposed to just come out of pocket as soon as they meet them. And that is insane to me. So you want me to wash my ass, keep the lights on, and charge my phone, and it becomes your responsibility the day you meet me is insane. Part of the problem with the dating pool right now and the disconnect between men and women is the fact that people get on these podcasts, they get on these platforms, and these videos go viral of them speaking real crazy, and people start to believe it, and people start to put everybody in a box with the rest of them, and that's not cool. Sis said 10 million, okay? You need 10 million to rock with her. Meanwhile, I was just asking for a date. The sense of entitlement is real. That planning that date don't sound too bad, now do it. What y'all think about that?
Modern women, a lot of them thrive on what's out there. I'm doing it for the plot. What's next? But, unless there's a little bit more uncertainty, especially in dating, men don't really thrive off of that same thing. And so, when you run into the same thing over and over again and it gets expensive, then for a lot of men, that curiosity stops. I'm not really curious anymore about it because I already know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. So I'm not really curious anymore. I'm more so tired. I'm more so frustrated. I'm more so upset. I'm no longer excited at the potential to meet somebody because for, going out with these modern women, it ends poorly. So I'm at that point in time, a lot of men just check out. They just go their separate ways. I'm just going to keep on doing my thing. Don't worry about me.
If he isn't paying for your hair, your nails, your massages, your lashes, your clothes, he's a bum. A real man knows my woman might be able to do these things for herself. But it makes me feel happy to see her looking good. And if a man approaches her and says, I like your hair, well, my man did that for me. Ooh, those clothes look good on you. My man did that for me. A lot of you bums want to lay next to a woman, want to cook for you, spend time in her house, make love to her body, yet you don't want to take care of that woman. You men are immature. And that train of thought allows a woman to know you're still a boy in training, still learning how to be a man. Because real men take pride in making sure their women lack for nothing. That's what it means to be her man, meaning to take care of her regardless if she can take care of herself or not. A lot of you men are with women that have to maintain themselves. And you're still trying to figure out why she still have other men numbers in her phone because you're not qualified. Your thought process isn't of a man. Your actions isn't of a man. If that's your woman and you call her your woman, it's your responsibility to maintain her from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head. A lot of you men never seen your mothers properly provided for, and you think that's okay. You have to break the cycle because your fathers have left you not understanding how to properly love a woman, and a real man loves with actions and not words. Take care of that woman. If not, she's still single. All praise is due to the Most High.
Because the harsh reality is a lot of y'all don't want men. Y'all want doormats. A lot of y'all want to give men a safe space to have selective masculinity. I'm man enough to f you. I'm man enough to pay your bills, but you won't let me be man enough to run the household without a whole bunch of feedback, without a whole bunch of back talk. I'm man enough to take you on trips. I'm man enough to take you on shopping sprees, but I'm not man enough to discipline your children that aren't even mine. You want me to be selective with my masculinity, so you want me to be a superman when it comes to all of your needs, but you want me to be a half a man when it comes to the things that I need.
Audience quiet.
Man,
audience was silent, but no, that's true. It's selective masculinity. I like that term because they have conditional femininity. I will be feminine when I find a masculine man. However, the masculinity should be on my term. That's the dysfunction of the community. That's the dysfunction of the dating market right now. It's absolute chaos. It's absolute ghetto.
The ghetto.
Because how on earth are we going to say black men should protect, but that at the same time, I don't need no man for no. So why he protecting you? Black men should protect, but when he say take off the lashes, take off the wigs, lose some weight, stop cursing so much. Every other word don't have to be a curse word. Have some class. Oh, you insecure, you intimidated. This is not 1950s. You can't tell us what to do, but it's supposed to be 1950s when it comes to the man's duties and responsibilities.
Man, this is some bullshit.
It's chaotic, man. It's chaotic. And as unfortunate as it is, until we can humble ourselves and move our pride and ego to the side and realize that if we want a masculine man, it comes with everything. Girl, it comes with his tone, okay? It comes with his tone, and it comes how he says some stuff. And sometimes he says some stuff and you're going to be like, why you had to say it like that? Like, but you just have to understand that masculinity is masculinity, and he's not going to try to fit into what your idea of masculinity is. Like, come on now, that is the word
I know a when I see one. I know a lady when I see one. I know a wife when I see one.
Oh, yeah, give me, yeah. Go ahead. Come on. I want to hear this, nigga.
Of what?
Oh, a lady and a housewife.
Let's do it. Give us characteristics.
Is not gonna cherish morals, principles, integrity, standards. None of that is gonna matter. The only thing that's gonna matter to that hoe is the money, the bag, who getting it. They don't even give a how they getting it. A hoe don't give a if you're a snitch, if you're a faggot, if a hoe don't give a about none of that. All a hoe is loyal to is to the money. That's it. Now a lady's gonna carry herself with class, dignity, respect. You just can't tell a lady anything. You know what I'm saying? She gonna create a boundary, and she gonna stand on that. And she not gonna allow you to cross that boundary without you going unchecked and her saying, "Fuck you, ass," getting up out of the characteristic of a lady, just to let you know, don't disrespect me and play with me like that. Now a wife, that's on you to decide. It's whatever your mother heart tell you, because you might see wife, I might see hoe.
So respectfully, no. This comment was made in response to a video where I talk about the pain of being no one's priority as a single person, chronically single person, late bloomer. And yes, you can feel this within a relationship when your partner or people in your life don't prioritize you, but we're talking about it specifically through the lens of someone who is yet to experience being in a relationship where someone is choosing to be your partner in life, or just someone who's single right now, and how painful it can be to feel left behind by all your friends. And this does not mean you're not used to doing life on your own. As someone who didn't start dating until she was 32, I got so good at navigating life on my own. I went to the movies alone. I traveled alone. I went to restaurants alone. All of my hobbies were introverted. None of them required companionship. And I did have great friends. Great friends I saw when they had time to fit me into their schedules. But that did not change the fact that I had no one to come home to at night. No one who woke up woke up with me and wondered, what are we going to do today? How is Alora spending her day? And my hope for that lifelong hope to have that person, to want that person in my life to prioritize me differently than how anyone else in my life prioritizes me, is not because of a character flaw. It is not because I cannot fill my own time. It is not because I'm bored on my own. I do not need this in a companion. I can take care of myself. I want it. And it is okay to have that standard in the wanting of something. I don't feel like we should penalize people for wanting to go through life with someone if that's what they choose. If someone's singles by choice, this is a different conversation. But when you don't feel like you have a choice, or if you've never had the opportunity to be in a relationship, this is where the pain point comes in. My dog says hi. That's all.
So I was thinking about the whole men wanting to be bad bitches epidemic that's going on right now. I don't know if you guys seen the video of the girls on the man on the platform, you know, and the girls on the dance floor. Like, nobody wants to see that. First of all, nobody wants to see, for girls dance on platforms, men just stand there. Nobody, like, why the hell would you go out to a club? And anyway, I have noticed as a bartender that we used to have ladies night, right? We had to stop ladies night because we weren't getting the men that were going to purchase the drinks. Now I don't understand why, because if you're going to ladies night, then you don't have to buy a drink for a woman. You can buy your own drink and the ladies already drink it for free. But I had plenty of men tell me, why do ladies get to drink for me? If I identify as a lady, can I get a drink for free? What about equality? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, bro, you guys already have, the patriarchy already gives you so much. And you're complaining that ladies are drinking free wine and free wild cocktails. Why? Anyway, I also was thinking about this situation that I had with one of my, I went out with my girlfriends one night. This guy offered to buy me a drink. I accepted, and I was being nice, so I had a conversation with him. Not even 2 minutes into this conversation, this man goes, so do you think you can do better than me? I don't even know what the hell we were talking about, but it had nothing to do with me thinking I was better than anyone. And I just looked at him confused, and I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, I can probably do better than you. And then he left, and I was like, just because he said that, that's why I replied that. But what? Because you bought me a drink, you think that you can be disrespectful? I just don't understand that. Yeah, and then it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Okay, that's my 2 cents.
And y'all keep on thinking because a man is opted out of dating and just stopped dating, that the man is bitter, that the man just hates women, when it's really just a cost-benefit analysis. That's it. Am I getting what I put out? And if I have to look at myself and say, I need to do better, well, maybe I don't need to be dating at that point in time. So that's one way. But if I look at myself and I'm saying, okay, I've got a couple of places that I can improve, right? But, I'm kind of still looking. But when I look out there and I see maybe 2 or 3 things that I have to take care of versus you thinking that you're better than me, and you saying, well, you got 10 things to take care of and I have none. I have none to take care of. A man is going to look at that and be like, delusional. So she says, I have tons of things to take care of, but she has none. I'm self-aware. I know there's probably a handful of things that I could do better, but she's saying she ain't got nothing to improve on. She's not even standing there thinking about what she can improve on. It's time for me to go sit down somewhere.